Welcome back, folks, to the third lesson of our fundamental bodybuilding series. In today's lesson, we are going to talk about the anatomy of the back muscles. Now, the back is considered one of the massive and most functionally important muscles in the entire back, and they are responsible for straightening up your body, that is correcting posture. They are also responsible for pulling, movement, and overall back strength development. The back is made up of multiple muscle groups that you should be familiar with. Now let's go into the diagram and talk about each of these muscle groups that we have in the back. Starting off is the latissimus dorsi. This is commonly referred to as the lats, and they are the largest and most well-known of the back muscles. And when large enough, they are responsible for the athletic V shape that most men like you and myself we strive for. Now, the lats are primarily responsible for pulling and reaching with your arms. And to target them, you should use a variety of exercise such as pull-ups, pull-downs, rows, or deadlifts. All right, let's talk about the trapezius muscle. They are located between your shoulder and your neck, and they extend higher than the collarbone and reach all the way down to the lower back region, as you can see in the diagram. The traps consist of three sections of muscle fibers: the lower trapezius, the middle trapezius, and also the upper trapezius. This makes them pretty complex muscle group. For that reason, most people don't really pay attention to them, or they pay much attention to them, especially the upper traps. Now, to ensure good trap development, the upper traps should be trained with struts or deadlifts, and the middle and lower should be trained with rows or cable face pulls. All right, if you check my other videos, the workout videos, you realize I do most of those exercises. You can follow along and train your back with it as well. Now let's talk about the spinal erectors. The spinal erector muscles are seen align your spinal column from the lower to the upper back, and they are responsible for good posture. Or the best exercise to target the spinal erectors is deadlifting. Make sure you don't skip your heavy deadlift exercise. The final muscle group that we are going to talk about is going to be the rhomboid and the teres muscles. The rhomboid muscle is activated when you bring your shoulder blade back and together. So looking at the demonstration, it means exercise such as rows and pull-ups will help with the rhomboid development. And the teres major, which is also located underneath the lat, could be isolated with straight arm lat pull downs. Right, so this is the anatomy of the back muscles. Mind you, instead of doing more isolation exercise, you can still stick to the compound movements like deadlift, pull downs, pull-ups for overall back development and strength as well. See you guys in the next lesson.